Alright, this one is TAS Redux, which it's a reference to the Delta Triangle episode of the animated series where Kirk and his crew get sucked into a subspace pocket dimension and have to figure out how to escape. If that sounds like a plot from Star Trek Voyager, yeah, that's probably where the Star Trek Voyager's writers got the idea. At any rate, I'm not going to play through the whole thing because of the fact that you actually had to take quite a while clearing some of the stuff. You start at the Minas Corvith location in a variation of the Badlands map that I heavily customized. Yeah, let's just call it heavily customized. I gave it an FGC number because of the fact that it's well, there's a planet, but it's not a colony. It's just a Federation monitoring station, and you go there because of the fact that some Orion pirates have attacked a Federation freighter, and it went missing afterwards, and they want you to figure out why. We'll show you this map, though. Well, I'll show you what the maps look like, although I don't really have time to just walk through them, since one, I guess you could say, minor failing with this one is that you have to do a whole lot of, like, fly here, shoot that, fly there, shoot that. On second thought, I can just like spam kill. Using kill target in space doesn't require you to hit like 6 guys with it at once, so yeah. At any rate, the basic gist of the story is that you're investigating a distress call, and this does not look the way I remember it. That may mean that I've never looked at this after the Lighting 2.0 update. Most of this, there's actually a chunk of story that happens before you get here, and didn't see that. Anyway, well, the chunk of story that happens before you get here is little more than an explanation for the nature of the distress call and why. Oh, another thing is that it doesn't really tell you what's going on. Since this is framed as an investigation, it doesn't really tell you the specifics of what's going on. You're here to find out what was going on. Will they dead? No. Okay, enough of this. Forgot that most of these are fighter swarms. Oops. This is a frigate group. See, the thing here is that the Federation had a ship disappear in this area, and this is basically the only thing the Federation has that they're actually using the system for, is this small monitoring satellite thing. Anyways, though. Plasma Tauruses plus this green nebula haze backdrop. Thought it looked cool. Anyways, this guy is like, hey, thank you for making those guys go away. And yes, I actually named it the Bonaventure C after the ship and the animated series. And I intentionally put it on the other side of the planet. Mainly because of the fact that it is something that you don't want the player to be like, oh, hey, I see that thing. It's there on the way in. Because it's kind of like, you know, a important thing, I guess is one way to put it. It's actually interesting, because I don't remember... Oh, yeah. There we go. Wow. Oh, the anomaly thing I put on the map is invisible? Oh, wait, there it is. I went too far down. Yeah, this is a thing that came up with Lighting 2.0, is that on some cases, it will make it so you just like have like this whiteout and I can't see the horizon anymore. The plasma storms are... Oh wow, you can actually see the horizon through the plasma storms, but not outside them. You can see the glowing anomaly thing though. And no, I can't full impulse because of the fact that it's a micronebula thing. Like, hey, this is, yeah. Doorway to Subspace Pocket. And history stuff. In hindsight, it may have been a good idea to make this history stuff optional, but I didn't. Alright, return to editor. Okay, so there are two spatial corridor maps that I put together because of the fact that the base map for this, in the Cryptic Story mission, you only actually fly through the first half of the map. The second half of the map, which I decided I wanted to use for something, you basically have to go to here, switch maps, and then continue from there because of the fact that the map has a physical barrier at the midpoint. Why? Much like the ground map in Gem, I think they built the map separately from deciding how the mission was going to play out. Then they decided they just like wanted to hide the other part of the map. Like, okay, we don't really need that. We'll just put this wall here for the player to interact with. Kind of wish they would have taken that out for the Foundry version, but oh well. Too late to worry about that now. I love this map because of the fact that it's an interior map, but it's space. Also, this is the second part of the map, not the first one. Whatever. Alright, well... Technically, all of the combat here is optional. You're just like flying to the exit. I added a heat wave shimmer, but I'm not actually seeing the heat waves. Oh, there it is. Oh, right, the heat wave shimmer volume that doesn't necessarily fill the entire map area. And here we have the exit point. This is actually baked in. We don't have the ability to place that asset. That's actually like a rather unique, like yellow particle effect that we don't have as a placeable object. Also, the mission that this took place. Hello. I guess that's one of those things that happens when the developers are like, "Oh, we don't need that." Anyway, though, this map has like a subtle like motion effect to the walls to give them the like appearance of like you're inside a subspace corridor that's like slowly shifting and changing and stuff. This is weird though. Alrighty then, so on to the other parts. Subspace. Okay, so spatial corridor. This one probably has a little bit of story that happens on it, but basically it's like, okay, we found the entrance. Now we have to like go through people to get there. So space pocket. This one I had fun with because of the fact that I wanted the background to be a fully black empty void. Didn't quite work out that way, but you know, it was the objective in question. So what this map is this is a take on the Elysium map that you would that Kirk visited in the animated series. Because Elysia was, you know, you had dozens of spaceships and things that looked like they may have been spaceships, but wasn't really clear because of the fact that, you know, you couldn't really see what they were. And why is there that thing here? I don't remember that thing being here. Anyway, so here we have one of these massive alien battleship thingies that you, or I think it's classified as an alien dreadnought that you just didn't see in the main game because of the fact that it's like it's one of the styles of generic alien battleship that would only get used in exploration clusters if a certain number of people were playing the exploration cluster mission. And I don't think, you know what, there might actually be one or two ways you could force it to spawn in the current game, but it would need to be a mission where you're fighting a group of non-major powers. So it would have to be like Acamarians or something. As the guys you're fighting, you'd have to have like a 5-man group to get one of these things to spawn. I haven't tested that, that's just a guess, and I don't remember there being an asteroid here. Weird. It does show up on the map though. Whatever. Anyway, so you talk to them. I didn't actually finish this though, so I never actually wrote out any of the dialogue for the Elysian Council guys. Well, for one, okay. The goal that I had behind writing this mission was that this is not the same location that Captain Kirk ended up, uh, which was supposedly close to where you are. Hold on. All right, I'll do the interior in part 2.